I am here today with Keren Batok, a singer from Georgia. And Georgia, it's a place I wanted to visit all my life, actually, but I hadn't the chance yet. So what could you tell about your country? I think it's interesting also for people that watch this interview.
My country is very interesting, I guess, and like even for me, yeah, I live here for 30 years already. I will be 30 in a few days, just in 4 days, I guess. And still, country is very interesting even for me because it has huge history, very interesting, intense, hard history. Also, it's very interesting geographically. We live like and we border Russia, we border Turkey, we border Azerbaijan, we border Armenia. It was difficult throughout the history. We are interesting geopolitically because we always were kind of in the middle of the conflicts of interest of the big countries. We are interesting geographically because there is everywhere mountains. No matter where you look, you see the mountains. And there's huge fields and then great mountains. We have a huge history of mythology, and unfortunately, it's not so well known around the world, and I would really love to make one day a project about it. I would like to invite everyone to come here and to check because like it's a great place for traveling, for eating, for listening to good national music. You kind of see totally different aesthetic perspective, and it's kind of course, influences the borders, how you view the world, and it's perfect.
What I know from Georgia is you have a very interesting writing system, a script. It's very beautiful. Borjomi, the mineral water from Georgia.
It's kind of good for you if you have borjomi in the morning after your hangover.
Yeah, this I know also. But mostly from Ukraine, where here in Slovakia you can't buy borjomi, but in Ukraine you can. From Georgia, how did you get into this music you are actively and passively part of?
That's very interesting too, because like even 4 years ago, I wouldn't think that I will become a singer one day. It was like if someone would tell me, it would sound pretty surrealistic, like that I would become a singer, even though I was singing from childhood and nothing, and kind of I was in my school I was always on stage or something. Also, we went through the refugee years, and I was kind of entertaining my family by singing them when there was no electricity at our home. So it's I kind of was walking toward that, but never openly. And 4 years ago, I guess Angel read some of my poems on Facebook, English poems, and it was, I guess, October, and he wrote me all of a sudden. It was so unexpected. He just wrote to me like, can you please write some lyrics for my music? And I was like, oh, of course I want to do it. It's like so challenging, so great. Of course I want to do it. I was so happy. Like he sent me the music for Void, and it was huge challenge because I never did it before. And I had to listen to the music, and I understood that it's not just writing a poem. It's not like because I was doing it all of my life, but now it's totally different. I have music. I have to attach it to the words. I sent it to Angel, and Angel was like, okay, it's very great, I love it, just really good, and like, can you sing it? And I was like, what? How? Like, I am not sure, I never did it before. And yeah, it was challenging. In the end, when I heard it, it was totally mind-blowing. It was a huge experience to hear Void when with me and Angel we did it. And after that, in the summer, we did another one, track parallel locations with Stockhaussen again for cold lines. Then I was in Poland. I haven't had time for that and for music. And when I came back, I just decided that I really want to do it. I really want to do it, not as a hobby or just 2 songs, but to explore it more and more and to go deeper as much as I could. And yeah, me and Angel, we decided that we want to do Isotropia, and at the same time, me and Filip Pace from Poland, my friend with whom we are doing Psi project, we decided that we will start also a more experimental project, Psi project. And so we started these two projects at the same time. For me, it was kind of even more challenging to be at the same time in two projects, but it's amazing. By now, it's kind of totally amazing. And like, I'm so thankful for both of them, to Angel and to Philip, that I have this opportunity to work with them.
You got quite some reputation already in this kind of music. Your name pops up every now and then. I remember we were on the same CD at the metal disco.
Yes.
I listen to your songs there very, very often, actually.
I love this record a lot. I like how Toxic Razor works, actually. He has totally different approach to the music. Like, he refusing to work with computer and digital stuff like a lot, so he does it all naturally. Like, for the people who works so much with computers, it's totally, like, it sounds almost artificial. That he puts such a huge effort to do it natural. And he's huge in doing that.
Is it actually true that you never met Angel?
No, we have never met, but we will meet. For the first time, we will meet each other in August when our tour starts, actually. And on 9th of August, we already have our first concert in Prague. So we just meet 3 days before the show, and we have kind of to go through all the stages of the friendship, communication, like working process, rehearsal stuff, and stage together just at the same time, on the same level. And it's kind of, it's again very challenging. And I love how much it challenges music brought to my life. Because it's kind of every time something amazing happens and something magical happens, it's always about music. All the people I met, Toxic Razor, Angel, Anna Nin from Non, you, like Maria from Bragolin, like people I met from music, Vera Mota from Berlin, with whom we also did one track for her project. Like all the people, all the great people I know by now, I know them from music. The only thing which makes me really smiling, it's music for now.
How do you actually work together with the musicians abroad? How can we imagine this?
That's a good question, because I work with everyone I know from distance. In the beginning, it's always like, can we record something together? I love your voice, or I love your lyrics, or something. I don't have strong filtration. I always want to see what is coming. I always want to challenge myself and to do something new. But then, of course, I explain to people how I work, because sometimes it can be very difficult for another person. I work in a small village in the middle of nowhere for real, because I live in Georgia, and Georgia is a small country. Then I live in a small region in western part of Georgia, and there is a small town, Zuklidi, and even smaller village near the city, which is called Ingiri, and I live here in a 2-room apartment with my parents for now. There is no studios in Zuglidi, no places to go and record your music, to pay for this records or stuff like that, so I have to work at home. So I'm saying that I don't have microphone, I don't have equipment, I don't have studios, so I always have to tell people with whom I work, but sorry, all I can do is record my dry voice, nothing other than voice, my dry voice on my phone. Toxic Razor, he was like, oh, it's just great. That's what I want. I don't want you to do anything. I just want your voice. That's enough. I want your lyrics. I want your voice, and nothing more than that. So it's kind of with Angel, he sends me music. I am going to my bathroom. Like, that's my studio. So it's very surrealistic. I would really love people to really know how it happens, because it's so surrealistic. And someone told me actually once that if people would know, your fans, they wouldn't love it so much because they want it to be in high quality. And I was like, but no, now it's actually a work, because like you have these limits inside of which you are really doing something which people love. And the same goes with videos, because I never have money or people who works with me on the videos. Sometimes I record them totally myself with my phone, and like I just stand it somewhere and try to do something. Sometimes my father or my mother, I just give them camera and tell them from the position from which they should do the video. Then I'm going to some really cheap second-hand shops and just try to do something. And all my videos are actually, most of them are recorded at one room, only one room.
How do your parents and your friends in Georgia react on the music you make?
My parents, they don't listen actually to punk or post-punk. my friends, some of them really enjoy punk music and they love what I do. Some of them are more in a techno right now. They're more listening to techno or like club music. But they love it because they know how hard it is to do something in Georgian village, and actually even doing such kind of music here, it's still, of course, too many prejudices about it. Like, it's, for some people, it's pretty much satanistic. Oh, Georgia is very orthodox, traditional country. People are very traditional, and of course they can't really understand it. They can't really understand why actually I'm doing it. People are very, not scary, but they don't want to have a lot to do with me. But it's better now. They have new objects of the gossiping, so like I'm not the object so much of an object anymore.
From Georgia, I know one post-punk band. It was called Children's Medicine. Do you know it?
Yeah, I know it, but I'm not actually listening to it right now. By now, but I was listening to it. My friends love it, and we were listening to it years ago. It's great. It's really great, and it's influenced for Georgian punk stage. We have kind of great musicians also, Dada Dadiani and Irakli Charkliani. We have some great bands actually now, also some artists working and doing great music. Most of them are in the techno stage right now. Techno is in Georgia now new punk.
Good. I have one more question for you. For this tour, have you been to Central Europe before?
The only time I was out of Georgia, it was when I was in Poland for 6 months.
In Poland? Yeah.
And I visited in Poland, and I visited Berlin, but only airport. So like, I was like, I saw like in my life, I only saw Georgia, Poland, and Berlin airport. Nothing more. I hope that I will have a possibility to see at least some places. At least some places. I want to stay a bit in Spain. I have like feelings for Spain.
Is there anything you want to add?
We are working, yes, with Isotropia, as I said, on the third song for the new album, Spasms, and we are working with C on the fourth composition. So there's like things to come.
I hope also one day you will sing with us a song for Deus Faust.
Yes, I love your project. I forgot to say that I love Raymond. He is amazing also, like one of the great persons I met on Facebook. So I would love to do it. He's very talented, and not only talented, he's very I guess, very interesting inner world, and I feel it's when we communicate with him. And thank you for suggesting. I will love it.
I never met him in person, so we have a similar situation as you and Angel, no? When we do music together. Keren Batok, thank you very much. It was very interesting. And I hope to see you in Budapest.
I really hope to see you soon and to meet Raymond, as I said, and I will look forward to work together. That was good that you reminded me.
Thank you.